got drunk, cut all my hair off, and sent it to charity. You know what? I know he was drunk, so it makes it take a little bit less guts, but this is still something that takes guts. As someone with quite long hair, he's got more guts than I do. And also, you know what? He owns both looks. Hair grows back. If he ever wants to go back to the long hair, he can. But he owns both looks, so respect to this guy for doing that. Special thank you to my YouTube members and patrons for supporting the channel and supporting my content. How's it going, everybody, and welcome back to another subreddit video. This is take 2, as I got 5 minutes into a recording and then realized that I hadn't turned on my microphone. Good job me! Everybody give me a round of applause. So today we're going to be taking a look at r/Chadtopia. This is basically like the opposite of Cringetopia. This is dudes doing awesome stuff, and I use dudes in a gender neutral term here because in this example, anyone can be a dude, anyone can be a Chad. So let's go take a look, shall we? My faith in humanity is restored. So this is a FedEx delivery guy, and some porch pirates turn up, and you know what? This dude's putting in more effort than most delivery drivers would, so respect to this guy, because so many delivery drivers would have given up at this point and just given them the package or thrown it on the floor or something. Like, this dude waited for them to open the door to give it to her. He didn't give it to some dudes that turned up. He didn't just leave it on the floor. Like, good job. I appreciate this guy. He's doing his job right. Man deserves a raise. Weird Al Yankovic turned down a $5 million beer endorsement deal. He thought it was ethically wrong because a lot of his fans were young and impressionable. Respect to him for that as well, honestly. Because yeah, I imagine a lot of Weird Al's fans are young. When I first discovered Weird Al, I think I was like, I don't know, probably 12, maybe even younger. Probably younger. So he's not wrong, and respect to him for turning down that deal. I did it! Yes! Finally! 103 days, 103 hikes, 103 buckets of trash. Today, after walking to our waterfalls and back, I failed to find enough trash to fill half my bucket, let alone that entire thing. I think I have successfully cleaned up my entire park. This guy gets a nod of respect because hell yeah, dude. Again, this dude's going above and beyond and doing things that most people don't put in the effort to do. So big respect to this guy. Big respect. Like, cleaning up your park. 103 days is a long time to be doing that as well. 103 hikes. That's a lot of trash to clean up. It also shows how shitty some people are that it took him 103 days to clean up his park. But respect to this guy. Big respect. I'm not going to show this entire video because it is in fact over 3 minutes long. I'll speed it up for you guys here actually, so you can see that this is in fact 3 minutes long. But man, this dude's actually making a change in his life, and like the victories that you achieve are so important, you know? To most people, 3 minutes stood up doesn't sound like a lot, but like if that's more than he's been able to achieve in the past, he's gonna be doing more than that in the future. And this dude's out there trying to change his life, and that takes guts, you know? That takes effort, that takes so much. So this dude is killing it. In my books, this dude is absolutely killing it. Me and Leo started going to the gym recently, and I realized how unfit I was when we started going to the gym. When 10 minutes of a treadmill makes me out of breath, like just walking on a treadmill, I'm pretty unfit. But I don't have near the guts that this guy does to be doing what this guy is. So like, honestly, I feel like that's going to be the catchphrase of this video, but like, I have respect for this guy. He's out there making a change in his life, and that's fucking awesome. In 1954, Betty White was criticized after having Arthur Duncan, a black tap dancer, on her show. White said, "I'm sorry, live with it," and she gave Duncan even more airtime. Her show was cancelled soon after. What can I say? I'm one badass bitch. That you are, Betty. That you are. Yes, Betty White. Get it. Kill him, Betty. Oh, God. But this is the 1950s, so having a black person on your show at all is like, that's huge, you know? So it feels weird to be like, congratulations, you're not racist, but to have the courage to not only be not racist in that time, but to actively be against it and to air a black person on your TV show, even if it might cost you your show, takes a lot. That takes a lot of courage. So that is like a big thing for her to do, you know? It was an honor to voice Hideo Kojima, says Hideo Kojima. Will you continue this role in the future? No. This is just a Chad move for other reasons, you know? Not only was Hideo Kojima voiced by himself, but he's not going to be continuing the role in the future. What a Chad. God, I love Hideo Kojima. I follow his Instagram and he's such a character.
What's the worst thing about you?
I'm fat.
No, like a red flag.
I don't got red flags.
That's not true.
I promise. I've never had a girlfriend.
That doesn't mean you don't have red flag. How much time do you spend on the internet?
Not a lot, because I'm on a powerlifting team.
Oh, slay? How much do you squat?
I squatted 705 at nationals.
You're a fucking liar! What the f?
Dude.
You did it! I mean, okay.
I love him. Like, he's not even being like arrogant about it. He's just like, yeah, that's the thing I did. And she's just like, okay, he actually did. Dude's a boss. That's insane. I'm not gonna say it. I'm not gonna say mad respect to. Oh, I did, didn't I? That was me saying it. This kid is 11 and in my organic chemistry class. He said if we have questions to just email him. Dude, he knows what's up. That kid's going places though. Genuinely, that kid's gonna go really far. And I love that he knows exactly where he is in life because he's like, yeah, I'm smarter than you. You got questions? Come to me about it. Dude. Breaking. Boone NC officials have confirmed that 62 members of the Pennsylvania Amish community have completed the construction of 12 tiny homes in under 48 hours. The total cost of the project for WNC was over $300,000, all of which was donated by the Amish community. Yeah, Amish? This is the shit we like to see. You know, I feel like you see the Amish community do this a lot more than other communities. I don't know if it's just that, like, they have a lot more people that are in trade and are capable of doing something like this, and that's why they do something like this. But I feel like I only ever hear about Amish people doing power moves like this, you know? And it helps so many people. It helps a lot. 12 tiny homes in under 48 hours, like, that's gonna help a lot of people. That's awesome. Honestly. Reminds me of one post where a trans guy hadn't seen his shitty parents in years, and they demanded he show up to his sister's wedding wearing a dress or not show up at all. Unfortunately for them, he'd transitioned during the years apart, and both he and his sister thought it would be funnier not to tell them. So the wedding included this muscular, hairy dude in a frilly pink dress with zero explanations. For some weird reason, his parents were still pissed off that he'd followed their instructions to wear a dress. Some people are just never happy, are they? But honestly, what a power move. Like, yeah, okay, you want me to wear a dress? I'll wear a dress. What are you gonna do about it? What a power move. A man sold his engagement ring and bought full suit of Halo armor after being dumped by his girlfriend. You know, I feel like that's kind of the only response, really. You buy an engagement ring for someone, they dump you before you get the chance to engage, you buy a Halo suit. That's just the average response. Bank of America called the police on a 93-year-old man who wanted to make a money withdrawal with an expired identification. Bank refused. Officer Robert Joseph took the man to the DMV, helped him get his identification renewed, then took him back to the bank to get his money. We love to hear stories of the police actually doing good shit. We love to hear that because there's way too many examples and way too much news at the moment of police definitely not doing the right thing. So it's really nice to actually get the few stories of police doing the right thing. Like, respect to that. I know the reason we don't hear about these things is that bad news sells. So there's way more coverage of bad things happening than good things happening, but I appreciate the stories of good things happening, and I wish news covered that more. I wish that every news channel just had a, like, when they do the daily news, they have a 10-minute good news segment or something, you know? That would be great. That's basically why I have good videos. That's why I make videos like this, is because my channel needs the good news sometimes. I was bullied in high school for playing the bongos. Now I play the bongos for the Price is Right house band. Just be. What a glow up. What a move. And he's right. Also, the bongos are a surprisingly versatile instrument. Like, they're in a lot more places than you might realize. This dude's in the Price is Right house band. That's awesome. But another example of bongos, you might not have even noticed. Put on a pair of headphones. They'll need to be semi-decent headphones, but not the best. Put on September by Earth, Wind and Fire. Make sure you keep an eye on your right ear. Your right ear. This is looking like the left ear because videos are flipped. But keep an eye on your right ear. Not an eye, but listen to your right ear. And you won't be able to unhear it once I mention it. But there is a guy going absolutely ham on the bongos. bongos. So even a band as big as that, with a song as big as that, it's got little bongos in it. But yeah, the right ear, you can just hear this guy going ping, ping, ping on some bongos. But you know what? It's great. You won't be able to unhear it now though. And the final post. My boyfriend came to watch me present my research, and at the end I asked for questions. He asked a super specific question that allowed me to reiterate the most interesting part of my research. He knew the answer. He wanted me to be able to highlight it again. What a man. God, I wish that I could do something like that for Leo. Because Leo, he's spoken in conferences before. He's done talks at aquariums before. And I wasn't there for them because various reasons, but I wish that I could have been, and I wish that I could have asked the perfect questions for him during his talks. God, I wish that were me. But that's where I'm going to end the video, everybody. I hope you have enjoyed. As always, if you would like to support me in making more content like this, then I have a Patreon in the description down below. Or equally, you can click on that join button on the channel to support me. It helps a lot more than you might realize, but by no means should you feel like you have to. I'm going to keep making content regardless. But if you do support me on Patreon, you will get 1 extra video a week or 4 extra videos every month for the low price of £1 a month. So if you think 4 extra videos a month is worth £1, then do consider that. And also, I mean, if you hold off and get that Patreon or YouTube membership in like 3 months time, you'll get access to all of those videos. So it's really up to you, but I appreciate it either way. A huge, massive special thank you to all of the wonderful, amazing YouTube members that do support me. All of your names are on screen right now, and it genuinely helps so much. So thank you to everybody that does. Other than that, thank you so much for watching, everybody. I hope you have enjoyed, and as always, I will see you in the next video. Peace out.